I hate to break it to you, but Mount Everest isn't the highest mountain in the world. That goes to Hawaii's Mauna Kea. The majority of it is buried in the Pacific Ocean, but the actual mountain is 9,330 meters high, making it 481 meters taller than Mount Everest's 8,849 meters. So today, to measure a mountain's height, we'll look at its distance from the center of the Earth. And since the Earth isn't perfectly round, you might be surprised by which peak is the highest. So let's dive into it. At number 10, separated from Earth's core by 6,382.3 kilometers, we've got Mount Everest, shared by Nepal and Tibet. This mountain is famous for being the most elevated from sea level. This is the main reason why many mountaineers push themselves to the limit and take up the deadly challenge of climbing up Mount Everest. Now at number 9, with a distance of 6,383.8 kilometers separating it from Earth's center, we have Ciudad Grande in Peru. This mountain is famous for its west face, which is just a big cliff, but remains the safest way to climb the mountain. It was first climbed in 1936, but more recently it was also ascended by Joe Simpson and Simon Yates, the famous explorers. At number 8, at 6,383.9 kilometers from Earth's core, is the Antisana volcano in Ecuador. Its latest eruption goes back to 1802. Ironically, it was first descended by the famous Prussian explorer Alexander von Humboldt the same year as the eruption. And like Ciudad Grande and most of the peaks from this video, it's located in the Andes Cordillera. Also from the Andes Cordillera, the 7th highest peak on Earth is the Cayambe volcano, standing at 6,384 kilometers from the center of the Earth. It's an active volcano, with its latest eruption going back to 1786. The Cayambe is located in Ecuador and was first ascended in 1880 by the English mountaineer Edward Whymper. Now at number 6, in the heart of the African savanna, is the extinct volcano of Kilimanjaro, with its latest eruption going back to around 150,000 before Christ. It's unlikely the volcano will erupt again, although it isn't impossible. The Kilimanjaro is distant from Earth's core by 6,384 kilometers, and it was first ascended in 1889. Following on, at number 5, at 6,384 kilometers from the Earth's core, is the Huandoy mountain from the Andes Cordillera as well. Huandoy is the 4th most prominent mountain in Peru, and it was first climbed in 1932 by a German climbing party. And at number 4, standing at 6,384.1 kilometers from the center of the Earth, the Cotopaxi volcano is the 2nd most prominent peak in Ecuador. It's a very active volcano with 87 known eruptions. The latest eruption actually happened in February 2023, only a few months ago, and it was first ascended in 1872 by Wilhelm Reis and Angel Escobar. Now we're arriving at the highest world peaks podium. So at number 3 we have Yerapaja, distant from Earth's gravitational center by 6,384.3 kilometers. It's also one of the most prominent peaks and the hardest mountains to climb in Peru. Hence, the first successful ascent only accomplished in 1950 by Jim Maxwell and Dave Harrer. Then at number 2, separated from Earth's center by 6,384.4 kilometers, Huascaran is the highest peak in Peru. It's located in the Cordillera Blanca section of the Andes Cordillera, and it was first ascended in 1908. And finally, at number 1, only a few meters further from Earth's core than Huascaran, the Chimborazo volcano last erupted around the year 500, and therefore it's probably not going to erupt anytime soon. It's situated in Ecuador in the Cordillera Occidental, and ironically, it's only the 39th most prominent peak in the Andes Cordillera. But thanks to Earth's irregular surface, the Chimborazo volcano gets the title of the highest peak in the world. So next time you hear someone say Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world, you can tell them that technically it isn't, and that title goes to the Chimborazo. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.